changes. In 1776, this great nation accepted that armed conflict was the only way to preserve our rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. If our founding fathers could only see us now. From Antietam to Amiens, Okinawa to Anchorage, we have fought. And now, the Red Menace is at our doorstep. Democracy itself is under threat of annihilation. That is why today, July 4th, 2076, 300 years after our great nation began, we gather together to honor the completion of Vault 76. This sprawling underground shelter may have been engineered by Vault-Tec, but it was built by you, the good people of America, so that if the bombs do come, if the end does come, our way of life will endure. But not everyone will be saved. Those chosen to enter this vault must be our best and our brightest. For when the fighting is stopped and the fallout has settled, you must rebuild. Not just walls, not just buildings, but hearts and minds, and ultimately, America itself. So as we stand here today, we pray that the world will know peace. But if that is not our destiny, if war must come, we stand together knowing that here in Vault 76, our future begins.
Good morning, Vault 76. This is the Overseer. I hope you all enjoyed the party last night, even those who may have overindulged and overslept. But it's time to get up and get out there. We've been locked away long enough. Today is Reclamation Day. It may be time to leave, but I'll never forget the day you all entered Vault 76. You come from every walk of life, every race, color, and creed. But you all share one very important trait. You are this country's best and brightest. But more importantly, you'll always be my family. Been tasked with nothing less than the rebuilding of America. Such a huge responsibility. Just know that Vault-Tec is proud of you. I am proud.
Lots of water out there, almost all of it undoubtedly irradiated.
When you hear this, it means I've been gone for several hours. I've got my own mission. Out there in Appalachia. This is the Overseer.
Be
Signing
on
off.
constant alert to the clickety-click of your Pip-Boy's built-in radiation
Message
meter.
repeats in 24 hours.
It must be terrifying leaving this warm, secure vault for a hostile wilderness with no running water. You must all go through that giant vault door alone. You do remember the whole point of Rendezvous.
Reclaiming Appalachia?
Overseer's log, or should I say, direct communication.
Remember one of Voltec's many, many mottos. Hard work is happy work. Goodbye. Aloha. Ciao. Arrivederci. Au revoir.
Well, look at you. Fresh from the can and not a speck of dirt on. Well, look at you. Fresh from the can and not a speck of dirt on you. Best watch your step around here. Figured you Vultures weren't done cooking yet. Guess I was wrong. Already interrogated the last Vulture to come out of that hole. Sounds like there's nothing down there for me, though. Saves me the trouble of breaking in. Oh, normally I'd tell you to go to hell, if not shoot you, and take anything valuable. Seeing as this one here just made me a pile of caps and you still wet behind the ears, I'm feeling generous. Ha! Guess they don't have manners in that vault of yours. Well, I'll give you a pass on that this one time, seeing as how you just stepped foot in the wasteland a minute ago. Same thing that'll happen to your face. You stay out here long enough. Ain't the only one, neither. Best get used to the sight. Slow down there, cowboy. Buy a fella dinner first. Let's just say I'm currently residing in Burning Springs, across the river in what used to be Ohio. Well, that's the name the locals use these days. Burnt clean away after the war. Not like here. Might have been an improvement. But maybe it was the bombs, maybe something else. Nothing but rock, sand, and poison dust now. An opportunity, if you got the stones for it. Got a half-assed town out there, though. Highway town. At least they've got a decent bar.
Oh, sir. Those young ladies down there, they haven't yet made any untoward advances, but perhaps you could speak to them? Verify their intentions are civil? Well, yes, but it's been some time. But she was a resourceful woman. I'm sure she's all right. Oh, do be careful out there, sir.
Whoa, whoa. Just a friend here, not a threat. Just had some questions for you. You came out of the vault, right? I thought it was empty. Wait, is the door still open? God damn it. We got a tip from the Wayward. Heard of the place? New bar down the road. So this guy told us that...
After you gave him the last of our caps?
And he said that inside that vault is the... You know, that's where the big one is. Our last chance to turn our lousy luck around. You know, the thing that brought everyone back. The treasure. But...
I told you, Lacey. The guy was scamming us.
But... those were the last of our caps. No. Someone has to know something. We're just gonna stick it out until we find them.
Wonderful.
Thanks for answering some questions for us, I suppose. Seems only fair I return the favor. Anything we can answer for you? Oh, now that you mention it, I guess I could spare these. Here. About Appalachia?
Other than it's a graveyard?
There's that. We haven't been here real long, but from what we've been able to piece together, the area got hit pretty hard. Not long after, well, these things showed up.
The Scorched.
They're merciless. They seem to have cleaned up whoever the bombs might have missed. Without people around, everything else has gone haywire. If your overseer crossed our path, she sure wasn't broadcasting it. Sorry. You might ask at the Wayward. Seems like they set themselves up to be a natural stopping point. Watch yourself out there.
Primary directive. All trees must become desirable wood products. Chop wood, chop wood, chop wood.
Lady, I will paint the walls with you.
He's with us!
I told you it was gonna end badly. Now, I'm hoping you're here to have a drink and play nice. I've had a gun pointed at me more than enough for one day. Well, not exactly the introduction to the Wayward I would have hoped for. Well, sorry about that, darling. First round's on me. Name's Duchess. There's something I could do for you. Overseer, huh? So you must be the one. My people found a tape she left behind for one of her dwellers at that camp across the way, though it is a bit out of date now. I'm happy to hand it over. Though, now that we've drifted naturally onto the top... Just agreeing to lend us a... See? That boy you put down. But I want him to be the last. Normally, I'd send my people out to clean house. But my muscles run off, so I don't have the bodies to spare. But I'm willing to pay good money if you put an end to this. So, what do you say? Only seems fair. The details, then. Now, each of these boys came in asking after Crane. I'm thinking we can make that work for us. How would you grab the attention of a bunch of single-minded thugs? Bingo. Exactly what I'm thinking. Just give me 1 second. Okay, I think I'll just... I just want you to know, architecture ain't exactly my forte. Huh, not half bad. So what I've chicken scratched together here for you is the schematic for one custom-made Crane Treasure Hunting Inc. sign. If I didn't butcher the plans too bad, it's got a little system built in that'll make sending out an advertisement and getting this gang's attention a snap. You just need to build it, use the tape it spits out to tell the world you're open for business, and then convince any punks that show up to tell you where their boss is hiding. They did teach you all how to build from schematics up in that vault of yours, didn't they? That's the spirit.
Hey, if you need a refresher, good old Morty Mort can help you out.
What are you on about, Mordecai?
Hey, nah, I'm not bragging or anything, but I've got some tapes that cover that very subject.
Oh, Mort, not the tapes. Well, you find yourself wanting a refresher? Talk to Mort. Of course, you're gonna need materials, but we should have enough lying around to cover you there. Get you together a little care package. Throw some rations in there, too, so you don't starve on me. And so you know, you might have to break some of this scrap down for parts. But I can spot you some workbench materials, too, since you... Who knows? Now, you ready to get this show? It is a lot to ask. Fine. I could do 75. But that's as high as I'll go. That means you're up to the task? Hot dog. Be good to have those dolts off our back at long last. Just make sure, once you find out where they're hiding, that their leader gets the message. The Wayward gets left alone. And here, that Overseer tape. Sounds like she set up that camp across the way so her people could get some practice in... self-reliance. Probably worth looking into if you think you could use a refresher.
Glad to hear Vault-Tec actually took care of
You hear these rumors, right, about him just throwing folks to the wolves. Here's some rations, and, well, don't you worry that smooth little face of yours. You are in good company now. Because around here, we look at... Now, what can I do for you? Listen, friend, you happen to be talking to the exact right person to fix your predicament. But if I'm gonna help you, I want something in return. All right, listen, I got this plan. You're gonna help me get rich. See, the folks who made it big off the gold rush, they weren't the prospectors. They were the folks that sold them their shovels. Now, I don't do shovels. What I collect is knowledge. I can go all sorts of places you folks with your rad-sucking skin can't. So, I'm selling what I've got between my ear holes, and you're gonna test it for me. I made these holotapes. Now this sets all the info I dug up about that camp doohickey you Volters got. All I'm asking is you give them a listen and let me know what you think. You will? Oh, thank you. I mean, thanks. Just come back once you say. Now, there anything else you want? Some other...